The name of this story is Sam. I like this book because I have a boy. I have a son named Sam. But it was written by Anne Herbert Scott, and the drawings are by Simeon Shimon. Look at Sam. Sam. I think Sam is 4 years old. What do you think? Sam wanted to play. Everyone in his house was busy, and no one wanted to play with him. Can you tell he doesn't have anything to do? He's not very safe right now. Sam walked into the kitchen where his mother was peeling apples for pie. He picked up a knife from the table. "Sam, don't touch that knife," cried his mother. "That knife is very sharp, too sharp for little boys. I don't ever want to see you touch that knife again." How do you think Sam felt? Sam's mother went back to peeling apples. "Why don't you go outside and play, Sammy?" she said. Sam walked out on the porch. His big brother George was sitting on the steps reading his books from school. Sam picked up a book and turned the pages to find a picture. "Sam, put down that book," yelled George. "That's my book, and you're not to touch it." Oh, Sam looked as if he might cry. Why do you think he was going to cry? How do you think Sam felt? He was just holding the book. Let's see what happens. "That's a book I got from school," said George, not quite as loud as before. "If you get it dirty or rip the pages, I'll be in trouble. Don't ever touch my book again." Sam just stood there. "Why don't you go inside and play, Sammy?" said George. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling right now? Sam went into the living room. There by the window was his big sister, Marcia, was making clothes for her paper dolls. Sam picked up one of the dolls and waved his hands up and down. "Sam!" screamed Marcia when she saw what he was doing. "You'll bend my doll's hand. You'll ruin her." What does ruin mean? Think he was going to make it better? What do you think? Sam looked as if he might cry. "You go play somewhere else, Sammy. But don't ever touch my dolls again." So how is Sammy feeling right now? His brothers yelled at him. His sisters yelled at him. And also his mother. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at his face. Sam just stood there. "Why don't you go find Daddy?" said Marcia. Sam's father was sitting at his desk reading the newspaper. Sam stood beside him for a minute. Then ping! Sam punched down a key on the typewriter. This is a typewriter, what we used to use before we had computers. "Sam, get your hands off that typewriter," shouted his dad. "How many times must I tell you, the typewriter is not a toy for children. Typewriters are very easy to break and they cost lots of money to fix. Don't ever touch my typewriter again." How do you think Sam is feeling now? Sam's father turned back to his newspaper. "Why don't you go find Mother?" he said. Then Sam really did cry. He sat right down on the floor by his father's desk and he cried and he cried and he cried. Oh, you can see the tears. You can see how sad he feels. How would you feel if your dad fussed at you too? He cried so loud that his mother came in from the kitchen, and his big brother came in from the porch, and his big sister, Marcia, came in from the living room. "What in the world is the matter with Sam?" asked his father. So what is wrong with Sam? Why did he cry? I think I know, said his mother, sitting down the rocking chair by the desk and picking up Sam in her arms. I think I know too, said George. I think I know too, said Marcia. For a minute, everyone was quiet. The rocking chair squeaked back and forth as Sam curled in his mother's arms. So how do you think he feels now? You think he feels better? Think he's still sad? Sammy, said his mother, if you're not too busy, there's a job you could do for me in the kitchen. Sammy was tired of crying, so he followed his mother into the kitchen. His father and his big sister and his big brother all came along too. So what do you think they're going to happen? What do you think his mother's going to say? What does she have planned for Sammy? Sammy's mother put up a tall kitchen stool so he could reach the table. Then she pinned a dish towel around his neck so he wouldn't get dirty. And then she gave him a piece of soft pie dough and a rolling pin so he could roll the dough out flat. There's just enough dough to fit in this little pan, said Sam's mother. Maybe you can make a tart to bake in the oven with the pie. So what's a tart? A tart is a small pie, just enough for one person. Say, that's a good job for Sam, said his father. He's not too little, said his sister, and he's not too big, said his brother. Look at Sam's face now. How do you think he feels? Look at everybody's face. Everybody's feeling better now? Let's see. In fact, said his mother, he's just the right size. And now, Sammy, what kind of jam would you like for your tart? Raspberry, said Sam. I think Sam feels better now. What do you think? The end.